Soham. So this particular meditation is very effective meditation, and it is much more closer to pranayam, deep breathing exercise. That's why when we say so, hum, with so we take deep inhalation, and hum we exhale thoroughly from inside everything. So hum, there is a friction in the vocal cord, in the nose and everything. This friction is creating the noise so hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. Now whenever you do so hum, then you say so hum. Hum is not full word. Aham is the full word. But sa, so and aham, so and when they combine together, it becomes soham. Beach, ऐसा लग जाता soham. So soham sadhana is very good sadhana for all the sadhaks, spiritual seekers, for learning that they are same as God. We'll just read the introduction. Hannah, will you come and read it, soham sadhana?
Feel that you are surrounded by divine consciousness. Understand that within this material body, we are part of this divine consciousness only. Take a deep breath with force. The sound that is produced because of friction with air during breathing in is similar to the so sound. Consider this as the so sound made by you during breathing in. Now breathe out with force in the same amount of time as you took to breathe in. The sound that is produced is similar to hum. Consider this sound as the hum sound made by you. Feel that with the so sound, that divine vital life force, prana, current of eternal consciousness, is entering you. With every hum sound, the unrefined ego, constrained, unrefined vital life force is being thrown out. Thus, with the process of so hum, the unrefined ego is reducing in our personality, and divine consciousness is increasing. Thus, we are becoming one with the eternal divine consciousness.
So, with inhalation, with so, we are inhaling the vibrations, and practically the prana shakti, vitality. Prana and vital energy, prana and the mool shakti, which God has disseminated all over. We are trying to inhale, we are trying to imbibe in our inside, and with so we inhale it, and with hum we send out ego, all sorts of ugly things in our personality, they are being liberated out. So when we say so hum, just have a gap between the two. So hum, say with me, so hum, so hum. We have a gap for one reason. After hum, let it go a little bit distance, and then again so. So is divine vibration surrounding you, and you are trying to inhale those divine vibrations inside you. So this soham sadhana is very effective, and once you do it, then you become like that. You just become like godly consciousness, divine consciousness. Soham sadhana is a Hansi Yoga sadhana. Hansi Yoga means flute and the recital of various music instruments which cause various musics of the body. Whole the body is full of music. There is a very good book on music of the body. If you listen to that music of the body, then you will understand how important it is to have this unique instrument given to us by God. So soham, you are something, God, then we are also same. And for this we are imbibing your vibration, inviting your vibrations, and we are inhaling you. Inhale God in each and every breath. So this meditation is done for 5 to 10 minutes every day. We will devise actually a strategy how to do these sadhanas, various sadhanas. one or two sadhanas you will continue after this, so that you can keep on doing them every day. Soham is a very strong, powerful sadhana. As I told you yesterday, Vivekananda used to do Soham sadhana. Soham is a Vedanta sadhana. Soham, Shivoham, Tattvamasi, Ayamatma Brahma, Satchidanandoham. I will ask you to repeat. Soham, Shivoham, Tattvamasi, Ayamatma Brahma, Satchidanandoham. I will just explain you each. Soham, Sa means that. Aham means me. I am, my. I am the same. I am the same God. Shivoham. If God is in the form of Shiv, Satpravatti, Kalyankari Vritti, all those good activities, then I am also Shiv from inside. Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. Whatever you are, I am the same. There is a story in Upanishad in which Shvetketu comes to his father Uddalak and he asks, Father, tell me, what is the secret of the consciousness? What is the secret of how to identify consciousness? How to visualize consciousness? He said, it cannot be seen. Okay, I want to show you something. He said, go to the front tree, and there was a fig tree. Fig tree, you understand that thing? And that fig tree, you bring one fruit. He brought the fruit. It was dried up fruit. He took out the fruit. He said, break the fruit. Seeds came out. Break the seed. Hollowness was there. Then he said, in this hollowness is hidden the whole treasure of the whole tree. This hollowness means the whole tree is hidden in this. Each tree is planted, each seed is planted, and there will be millions and millions of fig trees all over. Similarly, Tattvamasi, Shvetketu, Tattvamasi, tum bhi wahi ho. The same consciousness of God is pervading in you also. You are also same. You got that immense potential. You got that divinity which God has. So this is the importance of Soham. Soham means I am the same God. Tattvamasi means same God. Godly qualities, divine qualities are all the time surrounding me, and I am inhaling each and every qualities. But I don't realize it. That's why I don't manifest it. Try to manifest it with your work, worship, or your various actions. It should be seen by you. It should be seen by others also, that you are, if you are really spiritual, then it should be seen by them also. You are spiritual. So Tattvamasi, Satchidanandoham, I am Atma Brahma. This Atma is Brahma and nothing else. This is what is the Vedanta's basically basic theme. 5 Mahavakyas. The Mahavakya means great sentences uttered by our rishis and sages, and how they have become the main stone, pillar stone of the whole philosophy of Indian culture. Soham. If he and me are both are same, then how can I hurt him? I am hurting myself. If suppose I had to murder someone, and if I say Soham, then he will say, oh, you are the same as me. He is the same as me. Then how can I injure myself? You cannot. Shivoham, Tattvamasi, I am Atma Brahma, Satchidanand. How many of you will remember these 5 words? Have you written it? Have you written it? Repeat it. Sat Chit Anand. Sat means one which is the existence of the power. Chit means consciousness. Anand means bliss. All these 3 things combined together, they make the Satchidanand. God is defined as Satchidanand. Satchidanand Paramatma ki Jai. This Satchidanand Paramatma. God is Satchidanand. And this Satchidanand, Satchit Anand, should be inhaled by us in each and every breath, all the time. So if we do that sadhana, Soham sadhana, then we will be able to do a lot of things which we used to think about us, that we got that capability in us. Yes, you got capability in you, because you are God. Never be afraid of anyone. God is never afraid of anyone. So God, the feeling of knowing that you have godly consciousness in you brings nirbhayata, abhay. And once you become fearless, then fear is a sin. So Swami Vivekananda says, fear is a sin. Get away from sin. Don't let the sin haunt you. Sin is something which has haunted Christianity like anything. In our Western culture, you see, sin, you are a sinner, Christ will get you away from sin. Okay, come to Christ. Sin को उन्होंने एनकेश कर लिया, but they never thought that Indian culture talks of the totally sin-free society. पाप नाशक तेज, भर्गो. Our Gayatri mantra, most ancient mantra says भर्गो, पाप नाशक तेज का हम ध्यान करते हैं. We worship the totally sin-destroying power of the Sun God. So this is very important. This has to be remembered. This has to be kept in our mind, that Soham sadhana gives us immense strength. When I am there as a God is there in me, then who can harm me? Who can injure me? Why should I have 6 security guards with me? Why should I have any sorts of fear in me? This fear goes away. Security always with you, God is always with you, and you have immense self-confidence after this Soham sadhana. Soham sadhana gives you immense self-confidence. For those of you who have lack of willpower, lack of strength, and sometimes you say, oh, I cannot do it, this sadhana will definitely help you out. We will have question answers. Yeah.
Professor, being from engineering background, I always get this question. The thing we learn from the camp in one line is you need to grow spiritually as a person. But how do you measure the growth in spirituality?
There cannot be meter like this is the growth of maturity. The qualities which you had evolved and which you had developed in yourself, and we gradually they are multiplying in practice, and they are appearing in practice. See, it is easy to say, I developed spiritually, I have grown spiritually, but that should be visible. That should be visible in your actions. Once that is visible in your action, then you will be definitely, whatever you are saying, will be correct, will be taken as accepted. Yes, please.
Does Soham also apply to like animals? Like, does it say like, Soham is like you are and I are the same? Does that mean like the same for animals and like everything in nature?
Everything in nature, plants, animals, horse, ponies, all are having the same God in them. Only thing is that the level of the godliness, divinity, is less in few and less and more in someone, because God has bestowed on us divine qualities of samvedana, bhav samvedana. These emotions which we have, these emotions are lacking in few animals. Only few animals, like dog has it, cow has it, only few animals have it, not all. But they cannot achieve this is the pedigree which has been decided. The hierarchy has been decided like that only human beings will attain it, will achieve it, not all. Why? Because once the elevation occurs, they are also promoted to the human being. Once they come to as a human being, they will be getting that capability of bhav samvedana. Bhav samvedana is one of the most important thing which human beings possess, and that is the important tool for us, all of us. Yes.
While we were discussing the importance of Soham sadhana, just something clicked in my mind. I'm not sure if it is right or not, but it seems like this sadhana will also increase the samarpan that we were talking about.
Yes. Soham sadhana enhances the surrender, feeling of surrender, which I am going to talk in Gita right now. So, feeling of surrender, feeling of samarpan, feeling of consecration, devotion to someone, devotion to ideals, devotion to virtues, qualities is more and more increased by this Soham sadhana. So, Soham sadhana means whatever you are, I am also having the same capabilities. Why don't I recognize them? Why don't I develop them? Why don't I cultivate them? Cultivating the qualities is very important. Cultivate them every day. Cultivating is known as culture. Cultivating good qualities every day is known as culture. Culture them. In medical science, we culture the organism. सुना होगा आपने, culture the organism. Culture means growth. Growing the culture means growing those things, those good qualities in your soul, multiplying them in your soul, that's all.
Can you explain on what Bhav Samvedna means or a little bit elaboration on that?
Bhav Samvedna is noble sentiments, emotions which make you in real sense human being, which establish that you are a human being. This is one thing which is very particularly important with human being, that they are endowed with capability of having emotions, feelings. Animals also show this type of thing, but that is not rationality or intellect oriented. The intellect guided by emotions is the property of only human beings. Shraddhavan labte jnanam tatparah sayatendriya, Gita says. Shraddhavan labte jnanam. Shraddhavan, one who has got deep devotion to the ideals and qualities and faith, he is full of Bhav Samvedna. And this Bhav Samvedna is a very important power. You got strength, one power. You got money, another power. You got besides that the intellect, it is another power. There are three powers in the world. पैसा है, स्वास्थ्य है, you got a strength, ताकत है, और third is this particular thing which I said to you, the intellect, intellectual knowledge, logical thinking, logical talk and everything. But despite that, if there is no Bhav Samvedna, there is no emotion, emotional dearth is there, then everything is gone. You know it, that if someone has got immense strength but he doesn't have anything like emotions, then he will start killing people, he will be brutal. So emotional, Hanuman was emotional also, Hanuman was full of all divine qualities also, Hanuman was symbolic of strength. Today also Hanuman is supposed to be symbolic of strength, inner strength. Yes.
You said spirituality, the growth in spirituality should be reflected in our day-to-day work.
Actions.
Does it mean that, meaning yesterday you were mentioning that perfection is closer to God, does it mean that in your work perfection will start reflecting?
Yes, perfection should be reflected because God is perfect. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamidashti.
Apart from perfection, what all is?
Whatever are the qualities of the God, whatever are the qualities, nobleness, kindness, sympathy, empathy, love, affection, all these things should be there. Gradually cultivate them.
Perfection is not a success. So what perfection exactly?
Perfection is not to attain, not to say that I am a successful man. Successful man can be imperfect also. Success can be due to any means, corrupt means or any means. Success is totally different thing. Perfection is perfection of personality, perfection of your qualities which you are attaining every day. Yes, please.
Since you're from a scientific background, how did you come to believe in spirituality? What evidence did you have you seen that made you believe in it? Because I want to form a basis for my own personal beliefs, so that if I learn from you, then I can know, like, okay, this is where you got it, and I can go there, find that resource, and search it up myself. Because when we talk about all this, it keeps on coming to my head, like, okay, but can this be proven? Has it been proven scientifically?
Yes, everything has been proven scientifically, and one person who has practiced it in the day-to-day life, I have seen him, my Gurudev, that he has practiced it in day-to-day life. And practice, there cannot be bigger laboratory than human being. A person who has practiced and cultivated them in a day-to-day life and who has shown that it can be done. There is one book known as Great Moments of Change. Read that book. In English it is available. Great Moments of Change. In that Gurudev has given his example, how I practiced it and how I showed to everybody. You see, in the periods of rishis and sages and seers, there was no laboratory. Their body was the laboratory. They used to experiment on their own lab, and they used to show through their own lab, through their own body, various parameters we used to be judged by this. And then they practiced on the various chakras, and then they showed, oh, this happens, this happens, this happens. Whatever evidences today we have, it is all because of those rishis, those sages who practiced this thing. So this is very important to understand that this thing has been seen, visualized, facts and figures have been found to be correct, then only we have accepted it. That's why the spirituality is scientific, purely scientific. I am not talking of religion. Don't confuse it with the religious practices, rites, various dogmatic rituals. Don't consider it that. That is not synonymous. It is different thing. Any other question? Yes.
I know everyone has their own kind of path to God, and we're not supposed to point at a person and say, "Oh, you're wrong." But how do you respond? Like, I have really good Christian friends who say the concept that we're all born sinners, or that their way is the only path to God. So how do you respond to things like that?
You see, they have their own suppositions, they have their own foundations in the knowledge. But you can tell them about your own culture. You can tell them that we Indians believe in these things. And we never say that a sinner doesn't exist. Sinner exists. But the sin doesn't exist. You see, the sin is there in the mind of the Christians and in each and every part of the sins, each and every part of their bodies. Either pastors, fathers, churches, missionaries. What is happening is degrading of the church administration, how it has gone down because of the lack of understanding what is sin. If they would have just by repeating, I am not a sinner, 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 the sin doesn't go away. You not to do it, you not to commit it again. In Indian culture, after committing a sin, there is a process of prayashchit, confession. There the confession is oral. Okay, God, forgive me. Have you seen Amar Akbar Anthony? It's a movie in which Anthony is Christian. And Anthony is Christian, he does every day wrong thing. He goes to father and says, Father, today मैंने ऐसा किया, मैंने उसको इतना मारा, इतनी दारू पी, इतनी दारू का धंधा किया, माफ़ कर दो. ओके, एक्सक्यूज्ड, दिया, माफ़ी दी. अगले दिन फिर चले गए. This is not excuse the real religion. Real religion is not to do ever again, not that day, but ever again. उस दिन का तो उसको मिल जाता है लाइसेंस कि चलो आज शाम तक के लिए फ्री कर दिया. Next day again he starts doing it. Why should you do it? This is not the Christians, this is not the Isa's, Christ's teaching. This is not Christ's teaching. Christ didn't teach this thing. So this is something which has now a change has taken place in the various traditions of the Christianity. I don't say that Indian culture is perfect. There may be few deficiencies because of the various sects in this, but still we are very clear about the concept. The concept wise, we are much more clearer than any other religion. Yes.
Professor, I wanted to know your opinion on what happens to our soul when we die.
Soul travels, nenam chindanti shastrani nenam dahati pavaka. Soul travels, leaves this body and goes somewhere else. According to the sanskaras or according to the previous sections, previous birth section, whatever the guest house it is allotted by God, it goes into the guest house. This body is guest house. I do not know whether I will go to a rich man's house or a poor man's house. I will go to American house or a Chinese house. I don't know. But this is allotted according to my sanskaras. And the soul survives. Soul is immortal. Soul continues the journey. The body doesn't continue the journey. Body is mortal. Soul is immortal. And it will always be there. This principle has to be remembered. You are living for soul. You are not living for your body. If we are living for soul, then why should we concentrate so much on our body? That doesn't mean don't take bath. Oh, what is the purpose of it? I am taking care of my soul by all sorts of rituals. That is, everything should be done. Yeah.
Do some souls stay together? Like in
Pardon?
the next birth? In the next birth, do some souls stay together? Like within a family, will they stay together?
Few times. The exceptions are there, and the coincidences are also very good sometimes. If you read Kennedy and Lincoln, You see, there are so many combinations, so many coincidences. And Arthur Koestler has written a book, The Roots of Coincidence. In that, he has mentioned about how the coincidences happen in numbers. Numerology also sometimes plays such an important role. So all these exceptions are everywhere. There are few short, sometimes the memory is erased by God, that who you were in this birth. Suppose you are your mother, whosoever your mother in this earth, in this birth, next year she is born as your wife, then what will you feel like? Oh, Mataji, તમે આવી ગયા. उस वक्त भी डांटती थी और अब भी डांटने आगे वाइफ बन गए. So what God does, it wipes away the memory. This is the principle of law. But unfortunately, coincidentally, just God's play is what it does is sometimes there is a short circuit in this system, and sometimes memory remains. One of the story in Indian culture, Indian story, Raja Bhoj was being given the bath by his Rani, the queen, and she started laughing. So he asked, what is the point in laughing? Why are you laughing? Is there anything wrong in my body? I am very handsome and I am very strong and healthy. No. In previous birth I was your mother. So this year, in this birth also I am imagining, my God has given back me my memory, and I am imagining that your habits have not changed. Many things have not changed. You are saying. Then he started giving lessons and lessons. So that's why these things do not remain there in the memory. Many times we do not know, but sometimes there is a connection. There is sometimes feeling. There is some connection with this. तुझे देख के ऐसा लगता है जैसे तू बहुत पुराना परिचय है, ऐसा लगता है sometimes. That is because of the prior connections. Yes, please.
Is it possible for a human soul to travel into the body of another species?
In the bodies of the?
Other species like animal. Is it possible for a human soul to travel into an
So
animal?
can you become animal in the next year?
Can they become? Lot of people who live a life of lust and greed and everything, they become that eagle, and then they become like a dog, and they become like a many. There are, according to your action here in this world, your birth is decided which yoni you will go. You may become a tree, you may become a creature, you may become a. There's one story, small story I'll tell you. Chitraketu, Raja Chitraketu was his kins and his wife and everybody. He died, and all of them they went to the Dharma Guru and asked him, why don't you make Raja Chitraketu alive again? He says, no, he doesn't want to. What do you mean he doesn't want to? Yes, he has taken new birth, and don't insist on that. The body was not burnt, body was kept safe. Then they said कि हमें एक बार मिला दीजिए उनसे, पतिदेव से मिला दीजिए, बच्चों ने कहा पिताजी से मिला दीजिए. Let us meet our parent, our father. So then he took everybody to the dead body. There was a small insect, वो चींटा बोलते हैं, चींटा क्या बोलते हैं? And a big ant was traveling, and the Muniji was running after him, trying to catch him. He said, why are you after me? Human voice mein, why are you after me? Well, these people want you back in that human garb. No, I don't want it. I'm after that lady ant. So you can imagine how the person doesn't want to come back in that form. So this is what it happens.
But human population is increasing, and all other species population is actually going down.
It will go again increasing. The biodiversity will be maintained. Human population has to decrease. It will decrease. Plenty of it will decrease. About 40 to 50% will decrease. Human population. It's a mass destruction is going to take place in the next 15-20 years. And biodiversity will be maintained. You cannot play with the nature. You cannot play with nature. All of us will survive. Who are doing good talks will survive.
So it is said that every soul eventually they reach they keep on traveling upwards and they become human.
They keep on traveling upwards by good deeds. By bad deeds, they keep on bringing them down also. It may happen any time, any course of life it can happen. You are making your life, you are making your parlok, you are destroying your parlok also. You are doing both the things together. You are gradually diminishing your chances of going into the a very good lok, and you are increasing your chances of going to the bad lok. So this is all up to you. It is all in your hands. Man makes his own destiny. You have to make your own destiny. Yes, please. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you kind of answered that. I was going to ask if you believe in predetermination. Is our death already planned? Is the course of our life already planned? You know, like, will God know, like, Pujan will die of this cause this year? Or is that, like, my control? Is, like, my life in control? Because sometimes I feel like, you know, God planned this. No matter what I do, God has planned this. But, like, what role do we have in changing our future? And what role does God have in planning?
See, God plans it, but nobody else knows it. Nobody else has any knowledge about it. So one has not to worry about it. One has not to worry about it. What God has done to us.
Question. So, since we talk about this change of American and Chinese housing for souls, right? Is the number of souls constant at any given point?
Number is not decided. Actually, depends on the density of the good deeds population. The population which has done good deeds. It depends on the number of that also. And sometimes there is a disaster management. God wants that there are few more poppies there, so good persons should go there. So balance is maintained by him. So there is a discipline. There is ecological discipline. At a specific time, the sunrise will take place. Sunrise, sunset will take place. Similarly, all subtler disciplines are also controlled by God, godly consciousness. This particularly we should believe on. This particular discipline is maintained. Yes, Chaitanya. Yeah, Mitish.
Well, this may be a silly question, but yesterday we were just watching outside, and the stars are very, very bright.
Yes, very right.
So it came up in this discussion that, you know, say that we lose this life, and is there another galaxy? Is there some other species that
Yes.
may not exist?
There are.
But in that,
There are many in which there is a civilization, and maybe we may be born as 80 and somewhere. And we might be traveling back to earth, scaring others. Actually, it's a neti. Matlab, the Brahmand is neti, na iti. It is not this much. It is beyond that, infinite. And that's why to know about God, to know about the consciousness, is knowing only little. Newton used to say, I have just selected few pebbles from the seashore, and that is my knowledge. There is so much of knowledge in the sea that I could not collect all this. That knowledgeable man says like that. थोड़े से कंकड़ भी इनके लाया हूँ मैं ज्ञान के, बस बाकी तो सबके सब अभी ज्ञान भरा पड़ा है सब में. So we do not know a lot about many things. Yes, please.
If a person passes away and they don't have an OT, then what happens?
Try a bit loudly, better.
If a person passes away and they don't have an OT, then what happens to the soul?
They don't have a
If they pass away and they don't have a
Probably she
funeral,
means Antim Sanskar.
Antim sanskar, last rites. A person doesn't have arthi because of the lack of resources.